Potty works. It's awesome. Find yours at your local Bed Bath & Beyond, Amazon, or squattypotty.com. That's squattypotty.com.
Sun Warrior believes that plants provide the cleanest and most powerful foods, rich in antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and phytonutrients. Our bodies crave real foods, especially in this age where we heavily process everything we eat, stripping out all of the benefits and nutrition well before we have a chance to even use them. Illuminate your body, mind, and the planet with Sun Warrior. To learn more, visit them at sunwarrior.com. That's sunwarrior.com.
Did you know there are over 3,000 kinds of snakes? And most, being shy, pose no threat to humans, but they are still feared and killed even for frivolous fashion. In his poem Snake, D.H. Lawrence marvels at a snake drinking from a water trough. He succumbs to irrational fear and impulsively throws a log at the very animal he admired moments before. He writes, "And immediately I regretted it. I thought how paltry, how vulgar, what a mean act. I despised myself and the voices of my accursed human education, and I wished he would come back, my snake, for he seemed to me again like a king in exile, uncrowned in the underworld." This is Ingrid Newkirk with Peter, reminding us it's easy to be kind by choosing fake snake over real skin for belts, bags, and shoes.
Diamond Gray, killing it on the music today. Thank you so much, everyone. That's Diamond Gray. I'm Bernadette, and we are here with Kip Watson and Carol and Kevin Turner Johnson. We're talking about flotation therapy, and we're going to be segueing into sound healing. Kevin and Carol, Kevin's at the mic. Carol's getting ready to perform here in just a minute. What is the main thing that you want people to know about flotation therapy? And a correction, that was $19,000 a month, not a year. I said year, not month. That's a lot.
Thank you. That makes me feel better.
Yeah, that's a lot of rent to pay and still make a profit. So what do you want people to know about flotation therapy, or sensory deprivation, as they call it as well?
I think it's one of the most effective tools that people have available right now for not only taking care of the physical body, but also for psychological hygiene.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
I love that.
I do too. And and I think that I absolutely love that. I can't top that, because that's really what it's all about. It is.
Yeah.
And so you can't perform, you can't do anything well if your mind and your emotions are not right first. That's where you start.
The way I look at it is, we have a lot of experience in the course of a day that we don't have the time and the energy to process. Mm-hmm. And so we're constantly stuffing that down, just constantly pushing it below the level of consciousness. And all of that unprocessed energy and experience from our day becomes like a residue on the lens through which we see the world and ourselves and our place in the world. And by doing something as good for you as floating, it gives you the opportunity to clear that lens away. And then that just changes everything about your life. Yeah, how you see the world.
Oh, yeah. You talk about opening your mind.
Yeah.
It is the ultimate mind-opening experience, and not like in a weird way, like you hallucinate or all these things that, people tend to, I think, exaggerate in order to make it more profound than it really is. It's just quite simply profound. You don't need to exaggerate about it.
That's right.
Yeah. So, I love having you guys in studio. And, of course, as I said at the beginning of the broadcast, Carol, I first heard you perform at the Paleo FX in Austin, Texas. And I walked through the door. It was Michelle Norris's assistant, and I can't think of his name. He was the sweetest thing on earth. And he said, "Hey, you want to see something cool?" And I'm like, "Sure." So he's like, "Come here." And he just motioned his finger. And then he made it like, shh, with his finger as well. And so we walked into the auditorium where you were performing. And I got about 20 feet in, and my emotions overcame me. And tears just started rolling down my face. my lips were quivering. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was looking around thinking, what is going on? What is happening with me? And is anybody staring at me right now? I felt so self-conscious for just a moment. And then I just, went with the rhythm and the music, and it was so cleansing, so unbelievable. We went back behind the stage into Michelle Norris's makeshift little office while we recorded the podcast after the broadcast with her, while you played in the background. I have to say, it was one of the most fascinating experiences of my life, as I told my daughter this morning. And I would bring her with me tonight to your event, but it's her dad's night, so I don't have access to her. But you will be performing tonight at a sound healing event here in Dallas, Texas at V12 Yoga between 8 and 9 p.m. The address is 600 South Harwood in Deep Ellum at the Liberty Bank building on the second floor. Tickets are $20, and you can buy tickets at the door or online through the V12 website. Tonight between 8 and 9, One Life Radio. We will be there. I can't wait to experience it, but I want you to give our listeners a little taste of this medicine, if you will, right now, if you could. That would be awesome.
Sure thing. And the way that sound healing works is very similar to the way the flotation tank works as well, because you anything that's traumatic, it leaves an imprint on your body. And these are ways that you can have a release. You had it in the float tank your very first time.
Yeah.
Major emotional and physical releases. And then you could think clearer. You could feel clear. You weren't affected by the things around you the way that you normally would be triggered. Mm-hmm. And the sound healing works the same way. It goes in and it balances the left and right hemispheres of the brain, and it just penetrates the body. It moves the water and the fluid in the body, as well as vibrate the bones.
Well, whatever it is, it sounds almost mystical, but it's very real. I'm telling you, everyone here. And I was going through a lot of traumatic. I had a lot of trauma, like really bad trauma during that time, and I really didn't know how to release it. I didn't know who to talk to, and the sound healing, just like floating, just took it out of my body, my mind, and my spirit. So here we go, guys.